There are many ways, many methods used to remember the chemical symbols and the and the chemical elements which the chemical symbols represents. But there's many ways to approach the problem of remembering the chemical symbols and how they relate to the how they are part of the name of the elements in the periodic table of elements. The periodic table of elements contain the element's name and the chemical symbol for that element. It also contains other things too, like chemical symbols and stuff like that. Atomic numbers. Excuse me. It contains atomic numbers. Tells you whether the chemical symbol or the chemical element is a metal, a gas, or whatever. You know, a lot of things that the periodic table of elements can tell you. But in this video, I'm trying to demonstrate the ways you can practice how to remember right away the chemical symbols of the periodic table of elements. The periodic table of elements is very easy to remember if you know how to use look around you and see things. For example, let's take the word for orange. That's one orange. It's not oranges, it's orange. I took in that, split it with a knife 4 ways. I made 4 splits from the orange. We take the orange. You see right there? That's a good way to begin. Write down the word orange with a pencil and paper, or you can go to your computer and look up the word orange. Now, change the word orange, change the letters around. So far, orange that we have here is ORANGE. That's how it's normally how we spell orange, normally. But we have to make it look like the way it would look in the periodic table of elements. So we got to change these letters around, okay? So we take the word orange right here and we change it. So we got a capital O, then we got a capital R and a small a. Capital N, capital G, and a small e. That's how you're going to see it in the periodic table of elements. So we take orange as a good beginning to remembering the chemical symbols. So capital O is for oxygen. Capital OXYGEN. Capital R and a small a is for radium, which is RA, capital RA, DIUM. Then we got capital N for nitrogen. Capital NITROGEN for nitrogen. Then we got capital G and a small e for germanium. Think of the word German, and put an IUM at the end right here, the word German. Germanium, okay, which is capital GERMANIUM, germanium. So if we take the finger and we take the IUM and we cover it, we got the word German. Now put the IUM and you got germanium, okay? Capital GE. So, okay, capital G and a small e. Now, this is if you're beginning to try and remember the chemical elements, I suggest you use these kind of methods. Simple things you see around you, like orange. See? I already made a video on banana for sodium, capital Na. You go to my videos and I'll teach you how to use how to remember the chemical symbols. Okay, using things around you, things around us. One thing we see around us is oranges or orange. See right here, ORANGE. We just gotta change it to look like a chemical symbols. So we got capital O, capital R, small a, capital N, capital G, and a small e. That's how you put it down. And now you just write down the element's name. These are the chemical symbols, and these are the element's name. The chemical symbol is O, capital O, and the element's name is oxygen. Now you understand how it goes? You'll see it on the periodic table of elements, you'll see a capital R and a small a. That's a chemical symbol for the element name of radium or radium. Capital R-A-D-I-U-M. You see how it works? How that works? Very easily. And you got it. Now, when you have one chemical symbol to represent an element's name, that becomes a capitalized letter, a capital O. But if you have a chemical symbol with two letters representing the element's name, like radium or radium, the first letter gets a capitalized, and the second letter becomes a small case letter, capital R and A. So now you know that capital N, because it has one chemical symbol for the element's name of nitrogen, it gets a capital N. However, germanium has two letters to represent the chemical symbols for the element name of germanium. So capital G and a small e. You see how it works out? That's all you got to remember so far in the beginning. All right? All right. Come to you from the city where I live, using words around you to study the beginning of learning your chemical symbols. Come to you from the city where I live, over and out. Remember, orange. Write it down, okay? And you see, you remember the chemical symbols. Do it. Believe me, you will learn the chemical symbol as soon as possible. Bang, as soon as you can. Just remember that word, all right? Orange. Come to you from the city where I live, over and out. Bye-bye.